back to the Five. A new concept coming out today by the Occupy Wall Street movement. They're calling for a nationwide general strike on November 2nd. In the commercial break, Greg and I had a little discussion. I think that one of their problems is that OWS, their acronym, does not work. And so as a press person, I want to help them out. I think they should call themselves OWS.
I like that.
Do you like that?
Yeah, we'll take that under consideration.
Okay, so OWS, Occupy Wall Street. Eric, what are you doing?
Can I just make a point that this isn't necessarily a scientific study, but if you take the Tea Party, we like to compare ourselves to the Tea Party. 990 days for those Tea Partiers. Us, only 41 days of protest. But look at what we've accomplished in the 41 days. We have 2,511 or so arrests. We have 4 assaults at least. Come on, give me a break. At least 1 AK-47 has shown up at our little occupying things. And guess what we've done? We've cost corporate America $2.4 million to clean up our mess. Tea Party,
Where did you get that hat?
I've had it in my...
Somebody's missing a dog.
The crime issue is very serious. And, Greg, you've talked about a little bit the fact that some people aren't reporting crimes that are happening there.
The crime is actually worse than what you have there. There have been sexual assaults, there have been all sorts of assaults, but they have a stop snitching rule that is going on in Baltimore and in New York. They're saying if you're a victim of a crime, don't go to the police, come to us, we'll take care of it. So we sit here, we talk about Sharia law. It actually is occurring, but it's occurring at the protests. They're creating their own framework to deal with their crime.
Exactly.
And they're telling people not to do anything about it. That, to me, is wrong. It's disgusting. And
something happened in Miami where this protester, he calls himself, his name is Above, I guess like Prince. He just has one name. His name is Above. And he had basically a banker hanging in effigy in Miami. And there was a report out today, Andrew, that some Democrats are a little bit wary now of embracing the protesters too fully.
Wow, you think?
Saving Bob for last.
This was risky from day one, and our colleague here at Fox News, Doug Schoen, said, be careful doing this. I mean, this could get very violent, and we see, as you pointed out, they should be called OW. They're actually attacking each other, they're getting hit in the head, and yes, they're saying don't go for treatment.
But they're going to have a general strike on next Wednesday.
Because they're working so hard.
You were on strike in the first block. Is that basically what it means?
Well, actually, first of all, you look like a woolly mammoth, which is about right. Neanderthal, close personal relative. And the other thing is, do you think your kid's going to want to go to school tomorrow and have to take the heat they take off watching that? Now, let me just say this. I am not going to comment on this. I'm not going to dignify this crap with a comment.
Well, what are you talking about? Nothing that he said or I've said is false.
I dignify this crap with a comment.
Well, what's wrong with it?
Dana makes a very good point. Above hung in effigy what looked like could have been a banker, but they said give a banker enough rope and he'll hang himself. Yeah. I mean, Greg, is that just a ridiculous thing to do? It's like hanging something else in effigy and saying, boy, this would be bad, wouldn't it?
It's a great symbol for a lot of these protesters. It symbolizes their rage against the daddy that didn't hug them. That's what this is about.
That's the crux of it.
Misplaced rage. You think about the people who actually work at a bank. You know, if they want to be mad at the 20 or so top dogs, okay, that's fine. They have not. One, it's not going to change. Two, the bank tellers and the people the janitorial staff, all the people that work at a bank are the ones who are going to continue to suffer from especially reputational damage. And I think that some of the banks are in such a state right now where, you know, the White House, I think, should be careful. They're going to end up possibly needing to bail out another one.
I think they need this, and they believe in this, because now they have people echoing their messages. All the messages coming from the White House, and it almost seems coordinated. The White House talks about student loans. Down there they have signs, honk if you have student loans. By the way, I just figured out who Eric looks like. Eric Estrada from Chips, but in Alaska.
Yeah.
Can I point something out?
Alaskan Chips. A new series, Alaskan Chips with Eric Bowling and Todd Palin.
These are confirmed. These are people we have videotape. We have anti-Semites in the Occupy. That was either Chicago or Oakland. Then we have the Communist Party who's walking with them. In Chicago, we have the SEIU. We have another guy who's under investigation for terrorism links in Chicago. Van Jones. It goes on.
Okay, but one thing that Bob said he didn't want to dignify it with a comment, but the crime stats are real.
The thing I don't mind. I don't care that there are communists and socialists and Van Jones. Those people, they're supposed to be there. That's what this is. The left wing outfit. What bothers me is the crime and the viciousness that's going on there, and that it's being covered up.
But should Obama, in various speeches, even 2 days ago, even on Leno, he said, yeah, the Occupy Wall Street group is like the Tea Party. How in the world can you do that?
Wait, you
I thought
can't
you said
be
no.
on strike.
No, but one thing just occurred to me. You look like Jim Trafficant.
He does.
That's exactly what it is.
Right, that's
Thank you.
Well done. Well done.
All right, on that note, coming up on the final judgment for an Ohio teacher accused of having sexual contact with 5 of her male students. That's next. Don't go away.
That was good.